Hi everyone, it's Max and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. It is January 10th. It's been a minute. And there's some reasons for that. One is I just needed a break. I needed time off, and that was December. I had a pretty bad end of November, and then I had the play going on, and then I was house sitting for 17 days with a friend of mine, and I just didn't want to vlog and that sort of stuff. So I just took a fairly large break, but I am back. So it is Monday, and this week I was going to do a fairy loot week, which I'm still going to do, but I did not finish this, which I was reading. So I decided to just make this a week where I kind of read what I want, including Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross and On Unkindest Tides by Shonda Mcguire. And then whatever else I want to pick up. So I am 130 pages into Sisters of Sword and Song, and this is about a girl whose older sister became a soldier like 8 years ago, and the day before she's supposed to come back home, she arrives saying like, asking her sister to like protect her or help her, and it turns out she killed someone, and she was sentenced to 15 years of different like things to do. And her sister, so there's Avadni like says like, let me take some of the burden. So she's going to work for 5 years in this like captain's household, and then her sister Halcyon has to spend 5 years in prison and do 5 years of hard labor. And I think Avadni is going to try and figure out, like, she thinks there's something up with like this whole thing. Like she doesn't think that her sister either killed him or like it's not like actually murder. She just thinks there's something going on. So far she has just like agreed to take the 5 years. So we don't have that much left. It's only like 430 pages, maybe 460 pages. And I'm a little bit like, wow, okay, like you better get a move on here or else it's all going to just like 460 pages. But it's like, okay, like let's do this, let's get a move on. I guess that means I have like 400 and something or 300 and something pages left, but we'll see. Critical Role is taking over my life. Are we surprised? I am not. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much, and that's kind of what I have been doing instead of reading. I am also, yesterday we had our first Dungeons and Dragons meeting where I'm the dungeon master, and it went really well, but that has also taken up a lot. I was like really focused on reading the story plan and everything and really focusing on that, so I didn't read a whole lot in December. So far I've only finished one book in January, and we're just trying our best, I'm just trying my best. So I also got this jacket, which is Molly Mock's jacket from Critical Role. I love it, and it is just like so perfect. It fits me perfectly. I'm so excited. And I also just got all of these bookmarks that have to do with Critical Role and the Mighty Nine. And I'm just so happy about each and every one of them. But I'm just gonna hang out tonight, honestly. I'm not planning on listening to any audiobooks. I'm honestly listening to the Magnus Archives podcast, slowly but surely. And I'm just like, I don't know. I think this year I'm really gonna focus on quality, not quantity of books, where I'm gonna just take my time with books and enjoy them and just relax. For a lot of years I've spent just like being like, I have to read as many books as possible. And I'm like, you know what? Not this year. I'm not going to put that stress on myself, and I'm just going to try and kind of re-fall in love with reading, because 2021, looking back at it, I did not read a lot of books that I loved. I had a hard time compiling a top 10 list that like had books that actually were like actual favorites. Like, yeah, I had some books I enjoyed, but not a lot were actual favorites. So I'm just hanging out. I'm just, relaxing and gonna take it easy. But I am going to try and read a bunch of this tonight. I don't have any plans. It's 6 and I'm just gonna hang out. So I guess I'll just talk to you once I've made more progress. All right, it is almost 10. I have 2 hours left in a Critical Role episode, so I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours watching that. but I read a fair amount of this. I only have 100 pages left. I'm enjoying it. I feel like some things are happening a little too fast, and like the author keeps trying to like make lines seem a lot more poetic than they are, and like have these like dramatic kind of stupid one-liners that make me roll my eyes every time, because I'm just like, yes, okay, blah blah blah, you know, where I just like, it isn't needed. Some things seem like they happened a little too easily, but I don't know, like I'm not gonna say anything without spoiling it. So got 100 pages left, which I will read tomorrow. I am definitely overall enjoying it for sure. And I am excited to see how the last 100 pages go. But that's all I got for you today. Back in the vlogging, it's been a minute, but I hope you all enjoy, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hi everyone, it is 8:30 on Tuesday, and I just finished Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. It was okay. It kind of, like, she was just using a lot of writing cliches that just really started to get old. Like ending the chapter, each chapter on like a one-liner that was supposed to be dramatic or cliffhangery, and by the end it was like, okay, we get it. And she just tried to make things a bit more like symbolic than they were. Like she was like, I walked towards the throne, I walked for this person, I walked for this person, I walked for this person. And it was like, okay, just like get to the throne, like enough. This is ridiculous. And so like there were just some things that by the end it felt like it was just lagging. But I'm gonna give it like a 3.25 out of 5 stars. It was fine, it was a fun standalone, but it was just pretty average. So I found out today that someone who was working in my office last week got COVID. So I am getting tested tomorrow, but the next book that I wanted to read is at my dad's house, and if I am positive, like if I test positive, I don't want to go there. So unless it comes back negative, and then I will get on Stranger Tide by Shonda and Mcguire, the next October Day book. But if I don't, then I am going to pick up The Pariah by Anthony Ryan. It's a big, thick fantasy. I am in the mood. I think I might love it. I'm really hoping so. And I think this is about a guy named Alwyn Scribe who's raised as an outlaw, and then I think something happens that causes him to become a pariah, and he seeks his vengeance. I do love a good revenge story. What's the last one that I read that I didn't really like? I can't remember. But they can be hit or miss for me, and this hair is something. Oh boy. I am gonna go take a shower, but yikes. I feel like I look ridiculous. I don't know. But I am excited. Pariah from Pariah Ford loves this, but I don't know how actually similar our taste is in books. It can be pretty similar, but sometimes it differs pretty drastically. So we'll see. I am hoping to love it though. I am using one of my Critical Role Mighty 9 bookmarks, so I thought I would show you. I'm using Caleb Widogast because he's a dirty wizard. He's dirty, you know, and I feel like a pariah, it looks just dirty, grungy, grimdark fantasy. I don't know if it's grimdark, but it's definitely can be dark fantasy. So I feel like Caleb Widogast is the way to go. The love of my life, Caleb Widogast. But I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. But if I do test negative, then I'm gonna go get the next October Day book. But I am hoping to get to October Day and The Pariah this week. It's only Tuesday, so I'm gonna try and give myself, it's like 575 pages. Should we say I try to read 200 pages a day and finish it in like 3 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or till Saturday and give myself Sunday to read on the October Day book. October Day I can read in 1 day, no problem. So I can give myself the rest of the days to read this. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can do all this. I'm trying to get back into the reading, and if I had the October Day book, that's the only one that I would be talking about. But if I do test positive, I'm not gonna be able to go there for a while, and this is gonna be the next choice. So we shall see. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a shower, watch the rest of my Critical Role episode, and then go to sleep. So I'll talk to you all later. Hi everyone, it is Thursday night. It is like 10 minutes until Critical Role starts. So I thought I would check in because I have read 284 pages of the Pariah. So I am just over halfway through. Here comes the dog. Hi, Babsy. What you doing? Here she is. I'm enjoying it. It's a pretty cut and dry revenge tale, but I do like the twists and turns of like where Alwyn is going after the revenge has happened. Cause it's like the first place that he went was different than I ever anticipated. Now he has been like conscripted into the army. So we'll see how that goes. I'm enjoying it. The writing's good. It's really easy to just fly through. I read 140 pages in about an hour. It's good. Alwyn's a likable protagonist, honestly. He's not like, a lot of times with revenge tales, especially when it's men, they are just like totally taken over by this like rage and they'll screw anyone over, but he doesn't. And actually one act of revenge that has been able to do wasn't actually him, like someone else did it and he took the fall instead of them, and like purposely, like he was like, okay, because it was a girl. And so, you know, I actually really like Alwyn as a protagonist. I was scared it'd be like Rage of Dragons, my least favorite book of 2020, but it's not. It's actually pretty good. So it's going well. That's all I've got for you. I'm gonna go watch Critical Role. It is the first time I'm going to try and watch a full live episode. We'll see how it goes. It starts at 8. It's usually about 4 hours, and that means it is going to end around midnight, maybe even later. If it does, I don't know. I really want to try and stay up and finish the whole thing. And it's Friday tomorrow, so like, maybe I'll try. We'll see. I will talk, but I probably 99.999% sure will not talk to you until tomorrow, once I've made more progress in the Pariah. Hi everyone, it is Saturday. I didn't read anything yesterday. Why am I like this? I don't know. But I am 390 pages into the Pariah, so I have about 180 pages left. No, like 150. 70 pages left. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely getting better and better as it goes along. I am excited to see what happens next. It's not blowing me away or anything, but I am definitely enjoying it and excited to see what happens. I am going to some hot springs a little bit later today, so I'm not gonna be able to read anything more for a while. But when I get home this evening, I will try and finish this book up. I think it shouldn't be a problem. I'm flying through this book. That's all I can say. Like 140 pages usually takes me about an hour. So I shouldn't really have a problem with busting this out in a timely manner. That's all I've really got for you though. I'm not really doing anything else these days. I'm just hanging, just chilling. I don't know if my best friend and I are gonna go to dinner. I don't even know how long we're gonna do this. Like we're just leaving. I'm picking her up at like 1:45 and we're supposed to get there at like 3:30. It's a ways away. It is not close by. It's like an hour and something away. So we'll see how it all goes. But that's basically all I've got for you right now. I guess I'll check in later once I've made more progress and or finished the Pariah. Hi everyone, it is late. It's like 11:30 on Saturday and I just finished the Pariah. I enjoyed it for sure. It got better and better as it went along. I really liked what happened. It all felt natural. I really liked Alwyn, you know, kind of like I was saying the other day. I'm always a little nervous about revenge tales while I love them. Sometimes characters screw over everyone else in search of their revenge. This did not happen with Alwyn. He was so smart and so calculated that he did. Yes, he was always looking out for himself, but also for other people. And like, he just made the best decision based on like what was needed now instead of his revenge, which was awesome. And I just really like that about him. Tao could learn a thing or two from Alwyn. And I just really, really liked it. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I am excited to see what happens in the next book because something that happened at the end, it's like, the story almost came full circle in a way. And I'll be interested to see that after, I guess it's been years. Like, I didn't realize it was like years from the start of the book to the end of the book. But with where the end of the book lies, it'll be interesting to see what he does with the character development he gained from an entire book. So yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because I did have a little bit of a hard time. Like, I was daydreaming a fair amount, and like not a lot actively happened in this book. Like, it was 560 pages, but looking back, there wasn't a lot of like stuff that happened. It just kind of like went like day to day. And that's why I was so surprised that like years had passed, because it felt like we were reading every single scene of what transpired, and like, because it just felt like not a lot happened. And honestly, looking back, I have a hard time differentiating between what was like really important plot scenes versus just like regular day-to-day stuff, because it all kind of, nothing, I mean, a couple things stood out, but nothing like super majorly stood out. Like, I'm like, what was the climax of this? I'm not really sure. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but I am still definitely gonna pick up the sequel. But the last book I want to read this week is The Unkindest Tide by Shonda Mcguire. This is the 13th book in the October Days series. I am almost caught up. I think I have, including this book, like 3 more books to read before I'm waiting for the next book to be published, which is crazy. I've been reading it for an entire year and I am pumped. But this is something that October has promised to help. It's kind of like someone's debt is being paid in, like being paid or something. Someone's cashing in on a debt. There we go. It has been foreshadowed and referenced, and now we have finally hit the book that it's all coming to a head. It looks like there's gonna be a pirate ship. I love pirates, and like I'm watching Critical Role right now where Ford is a pirate, and so it's fun to watch, like, you know, like, and that recently ended, that plot line. So it's like, okay, I went from one pirate plot, I went from one pirate plot to another. But this book is 342 pages. I'm going to try my hardest to read it all tomorrow. Now, what I want to do tomorrow is read this and film. I'm gonna try and film 2 videos. My plans, like my reading plans for 2022, and the books I want to read before I'm 30. And so, I definitely want to do that tomorrow. I'll probably also go on a cross-country ski, and then one of my best friends is coming over tomorrow night or evening to like watch a movie, have a wine night. And then I want to do a 24-hour readathon on Monday because I've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day off. So, a lot of plans. I think I can get it all done. I usually wake up at about 8:30. And I think if I wake up and just bang out 100 pages of this, it will put me on a good track. And then like take a shower, get ready. And if I find out like when cross-country skiing would happen, if it happens at all, then like I'll plan around that. It's usually like between like 1 and 3, like it starts at 1, ends at 3. So if I could read 100 pages of this and get ready and everything, I'll film one video, maybe even 2, depending on how much time, and read another 100 pages of this before cross-country skiing. But I think my dad might be planning on like skiing, so I wouldn't really do much, I wouldn't cross-country ski unless I just went myself, which I could, and who knows, maybe I will, to like do stuff with the dog, to get her, I don't know, tired out or whatever. We'll see. Maybe I should just plan on myself doing it. Like, you know what, I'll do it. I don't have enough space in my car to take all my dogs, but the dog that I'm house sitting, I can. And maybe we'll just go cross-country skiing, the 2 of us. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that. But anyways, so then I can do that on my own schedule. So I could just get ready in the morning after reading 100 pages of this, and then go cross-country skiing, come back, like do up my face, film videos, finish this, and then my best friend comes over. That can be the plan. That can be my hopeful, real, serious plan. Because I definitely need to film some stuff. I've been really, you know, I took December off, but then it's still kind of, I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. I didn't post anything last week. I kind of like really forgot about it. I kind of like sat down and thought about it, and I was like, I forgot to do anything booktube related besides vlog last week. And that was very sparse. So, but that's okay. I'm getting back into the swing of things. This is also part of my 2020 goal of like taking reading more lightly and just having like making it a relaxing pastime, which is what reading should be. But anyways, I have gotten totally off topic. The next book I'm going to pick up is The Unkindest Tide. It's 342 pages, and I'm going to try and read all of it tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed. I've got a bit of a headache. I don't know, I guess I'm just dehydrated. I was in a hot spring for 2 hours, and I think it just dehydrated me. Like, it kind of wiped me out. I'm like so tired. And then just, it was so hot, obviously, and I think like I didn't realize how thirsty I was. And then I went to my dad's house for dinner and watched the Bills game. So I just like haven't, like I'm just like totally worn out. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it is 6:15 and I went cross-country skiing. I filmed my 2022 goals and kind of looking back on 2021, and I am 204 pages into The Unkindest Tide. I'm also making coffee. I am so tired, and my friend's coming over and we're like watching a movie and drinking wine, which is just gonna make me more tired. So I'm drinking some coffee. I am hoping to be able to finish this and have her leave, and also be able to take some sort of nap before midnight when I'm gonna try to do this 24-hour readathon, or just drink a lot of coffee. We shall see, but I'm going to talk with you while I get my coffee ready. But I'm enjoying it more. It's still like, you know, she has a little bit, and this is the case a lot of the times where she really has just things like drop in, like no planning, no foreshadowing, just people drop in and are like, you're under arrest and all this stuff. And it's just like, and we didn't know enough about the character who was put under arrest to like even know about like to have foreshadowing or to know that this was an issue. So like now it's been like totally derailed to this whole other thing that if we had known more about the character that this is now revolving around, I think it could have been foreshadowed, but we don't. And I kind of wish we had something from prior books that had us being like, oh shoot, I get it, like yep, but we don't. So I'm just like, what's happening? And like, I mean, I understand what's happening, but it's like, it was so random and so out of the blue. And I wish we'd had a little more like mention of it, or like, you know, idea that it could happen. And so when it happened, being like, oh boy, but instead I was just like, why? What's going on? Like, why is this happening in this book? Like, this is not making any sense, but here we are. It's all right. Not my favorite, nowhere near, I don't know, so, but I'm gonna keep reading and probably talk to you a lot later once I finish this, once my friend's been over and everything, because I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to finish this before she gets here, because she's gonna be here in like 45 minutes, so I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you all later. Hi everyone, it's 10:46 actually on Monday. I was not able to finish October Day yesterday. My friend came over, we watched a horror movie, and then to like lighten the mood, we watched the season finale of American Ninja Warrior. Neither of us had ever seen an episode. So the finale was a good place to start, but I did not have time to finish it. But since I finished the books I wanted to finish today already, I finished The Unkindest Tide like just now. It was good. I liked it more as it went on, but it's definitely not my favorite. I don't like October's daughter at all. I think she makes some really stupid decisions. And like, I get that she was raised human, but like, come on girl, like there's still common sense. And it's just like, so like, she just made some stupid choices. And she's like, I kind of hope she's out of the picture for a little bit, honestly, because I don't like her. But overall, it was okay. Definitely not my favorite. 3.25, 3.5 out of 5 stars, something like that. And I'm running out of space on my camera, but that's all I've got for you right now anyways. So I'll talk to you all later. Hi everyone, it is Wednesday evening. It's like just going on 9, and I'm coming to you at least a day earlier than I thought I would because I ended up DNFing the last Fairy Loot book. Really not good, sadly. But I have decided, I was kind of debating on what to read next. And remember, the last book in the Dragon, oh shoot, what's the series called? Oh, Song of the Dragon, something about a dragon series by Jen Lyons is coming out, I think in May. And I remembered I wanted to read a book of the series leading up to the release of the last book. So I'm picking up Rune of Kings. I'm so excited, nervous, but so excited. I love this. This series was my second favorite series, my favorite new series of 2020. My second favorite book that year. Rhythm of War did beat it out, but I am so excited to pick this up again. I am using my bookmark that I got in June's Fairy Loot that is based on the Pariah of the Orange Tree with a dragon, because hello, dragon. What is this called? I can't remember what this series is called. It has to do with A Chorus of Dragons. That's what it's called, A Chorus of Dragons. I'm so excited, but so scared for the last book. Honestly, I can't believe it's the last book. So, the fourth book disappointed me, I'm going to be honest, but I think it might have been, I read the first 3 books in 1 year, obviously very close together, within months. March, I read Rune of Kings, June or July, I read Name of All Things. Then August, I read Memory of Souls. So I literally read them so close together. And then The House of Always came out the next year, but it hadn't been so fresh in my brain that I got a little lost again. So I am really excited to pick this up though. Really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to reread the series. I love it. I'm pumped. So I'm gonna start this tonight. It's 540 pages. I'm honestly ready to give myself the rest of the week to read it. I'm cool with just taking it easy, relaxing, having a good time. So at least 100 pages a day, including today. So I'm gonna go sit down, read, then take a shower. I don't know, I'll probably intersperse taking a shower in between reading. I'll read half of it and then the next half and that sort of thing. But I did finish season 1 of the Magnus Archives today. So good. I loved it. I'm so excited to see where a couple storylines that weren't wrapped up in the first season go. Especially this big one with this librarian and this family called the Keys. I'm really excited to see where all that goes because they keep coming in, being put in, and I'm what does it all mean? So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you all once I've made progress in the Rune of Kings. Hi everyone, it's 11:30 and I am 60 pages into Rune of Kings. My evening got a little derailed. I have a crown on a tooth and it broke. It just came, kind of popped right off. So I have to go to the dentist as soon as they can fit me in. But that kind of just I don't know, took up some time and then I just had to relax. And so it's good. Rune of Kings is going well. I'm enjoying it. I forgot that there were 2 timelines being told. I knew that he was telling his story to someone, but I forgot that there was she was also telling part of his story. I don't, it's kind of complicated, but I forgot that that was happening. So something that is actually happening at the beginning, I thought happened later in the book. Crazy, but I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and I guess I'll talk to you all tomorrow, hopefully once my tooth is fixed. Hi everyone, it is Thursday night, it's 10:20. I got my tooth fixed today, everything's fine. But I am also 156 pages into Rune of Kings. I'm enjoying it. I really forgot that these timelines took place simultaneously. I had no recollection of that. So I'm also what else happens in this book that I forgot about? Because it's long and I remember, I don't know. We'll see. I guess that's the benefit of rereading, but definitely enjoying it, especially how I know where some stuff goes. He saw, oh, what was her name? He saw our other main character for the first time in his dream. And I'm oh, hey, there she is. Can't remember her name though, rip. But yeah, so enjoying it. I'm planning on reading more. I'm gonna take a shower and then hopefully maybe read another 100 pages so that I literally will only have 100 pages to read a day by the end of the week to finish this. We have scheduled our next 2 Dungeons & Dragons meetings. I'm so excited. But yeah, that's all I've got. So I'm gonna shower and I'll talk to you if I read more of this before bed. All right, it's almost midnight. I am 205 pages into Rune of Kings. So I read 150 pages today, and then I will read 140 pages tomorrow and be caught up, or another 40 pages within the next few days and finish it out. I'm enjoying it. It's good. I loved it the first time. I'm enjoying it very much the second time. Seeing Kieran interact with Taraith, I can never pronounce, I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. I love it because knowing, you know, 3 books from now, like where they'll be, it warms my heart. They kind of hate each other and it's very funny, but love them, love this. I'm excited to continue reading. I can't remember a whole lot of like really what happens. Like I remember like scenes here and there, but I don't really remember what else happens in this book. So pretty pumped about that. But I've got what, 340 pages left, something like that. So I'm enjoying it. And I'm gonna go to bed and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi everyone. It is 11:30 on Friday and I am 300 pages into Rune of Kings, and wow, I forgot, like I remember not like, you know, I enjoyed the first few, you know, first 150 pages, but like I forgot just how immediately it grabs you. And it's not even like an eclipse, like a moment that I can pinpoint. It's just all of a sudden I'm like super invested, loving it, can't wait to read more. Like, I don't know, it happens gradually and then all of a sudden I'm in it for the long haul. Yeah, really excited to pick it up again. I mean, like, I'm remembering more of what happened, but I'm still like, I just can't remember how they get to certain points, but really pumped about it. Excited to see what happens next. I'm excited when one specific character comes in. Can't remember their name, and so they might have already come in. I don't think they have, but they become very important at the end. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, so enjoying it a lot. Excited to see where it goes. Now I'm realizing like the 2 plot lines definitely had to happen at the same time because there's too much that happens for it to, like for the 544 pages, like it would have been too long. I just forgot that I don't know, I just forgot that it happened like that. But reading it, it's like, oh yeah, for sure. There's no way that they could have happened one and then the other because they both take up like this much space. But enjoying it a lot. Hi everyone. I'm a little blue. The light is reflecting off of the snow outside and that gives it a little bit of a blue tone, but it's like the 29th. I haven't updated you in a minute because I haven't really read anything until today. I now have 140 pages left of Rune of Kings. I am enjoying it. I'm like, I don't know, I just haven't been in a huge reading mood recently, and so I'm just kind of slowly making my way through stuff, but that is okay. Goes with my New Year's resolution that hasn't actually been uploaded to YouTube yet, that I'm just reading more for quality, not quantity, and just taking my time and reading when I want to and not forcing myself to read when I don't want to. And I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about it. And I'm just enjoying this. I love Kieran so much. He's one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I can't wait till the next book to meet, I can't remember her name. I feel like it starts with a J, but I might be wrong, who I also adore. Can't wait for it, but this is just going well. And wow, like all of the things that like I now know better after reading the first 4 books, it's like crazy to go back to the first book and like see the foreshadowing and the smaller little tidbits that are like brought up that 4 books in, you know, all about. And I'm just excited to be back in this world. I think rereading it is going to absolutely be the way to go. so that it's just all fresh in my mind for when I get the Discord of the Gods, I think is what the 5th book is called. Hi everyone, I'm a disaster. It's February 3rd. On the last day of the month, I did finish Rune of Kings. So I was able to finish my TBR. I'm a mess, it's fine. I don't know, I'm just like, you know, trying to get back into the groove of things. And then I'm just not doing great, but also I'm just not reading a whole lot. That's okay though. So I guess this is basically an entire January reading vlog that I'm gonna wrap up. So first I read The Unkindest Tide by Shonda Mcguire, which I really didn't love. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was just really average and just kind of a storyline is just getting really old. And now I'm in the middle of the next Shonda Mcguire and it's like, I'm just like ready to be done and then waiting for the books to come out and like reading them one a year because like it's getting a little much. Like the storyline is just repeating itself a lot and it's just then I read The Pariah, which I really did enjoy and I'm excited to read the sequel. I'm gonna give it like a 4.25 out of 5 stars. What else did I read in January besides my fairy loots, because that was a different vlog? Because I read 10 books, but that includes the 4 fairy loots that I read. So let me look. Okay. Oh, that's right. Then like, oh, and then Sisters of Sword and Song, I also finished, I think, in this reading vlog. Both of these were actually before The Unkindest Tide, but whatever, which I gave like a 3.25 out of 5 stars. It was kind of average, but I liked the beginning a lot more than the end. But it was fine. It was interesting. And then, what else did I read? Oh, and then just Rune of Kings. Because I read 2 more books, but they weren't in this vlog, so. Geez, I'm all over the place. And then I read Rune of Kings, which I did give a 5 out of 5 stars. I'm realizing like compared to like this, like the books kept getting better and better. So like I love the series and all the books except the most recent have been 5 stars, but like Rune of Kings compared to like Memory of Souls is not the same level of 5-star, but they're just so good that I'm still giving them all 5 stars. And we'll see about House of Always, because I definitely didn't the first time, but I'm hoping with my reread, because I'm reading them so close together, I will be giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. We'll see. But that's it for this insane, crazy vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.